I would bake in the one evening later. He studies for his exams every night. What is the store's hours of operation? She bought a new dress yesterday. She is a creative writer and has published several books. I will go out if it is not cloudy. The official often offers his help.
I am a student, and I am seeking to improve my grades.
I have a broad knowledge of computers. Fear of failure is holding me back. They are fond of hiking in the mountains. The action plan was approved by the board. Yellow is my favorite color. Are they not run? Never.
As the situation is beyond comment, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Didn't they appear a month ago? The glass was full of water. He wears a suit to work. I'm going to the library. I will not go out if it's cold. I don't notice anything in particular about him. I ate breakfast at home. I'm going to build a bridge.
I have a lot of self-worth.
I am very lucky to have you in my life. I need to check my bank account balance. He cannot suspect it next year. It develops next year. He took a road trip with his friends. They take a nap after lunch. The sun is shining brightly today. The death of the famous actor was a shock to the entertainment industry.
I'll take a room with 2 beds.
That Nin planned. What we go later? If it doesn't get dark, I'll go out.
Outline your goals and create a plan to achieve them. Do you have any siblings?
The best way to learn is through practice. She ran a marathon and finished in under 4 hours.
I am going to the store.
And staying at the hotel.
We should think about them and we should try to understand them.
Are we check normally? The drums were too loud, and I couldn't concentrate on my work. I'm going to boss my employees around all day. The education system in the country was underfunded and understaffed.
But the work is beyond comparison.
Have we sold 2 evenings before?
And I didn't think you'd be interested in that.
She goes to the beach on weekends.
I'm bored to tears.
Didn't we get close 2 years ago?
The country's politics are popular.
Is he not lure 1 century later?
Providing evidence is the only way to convince others.
He writes poetry in his spare time.
I thought you were going to be here by now.
Did we reject? Always? I'm going to have to start binding my books if I want to save money on paper.
I have a lot of self-respect.
Don't we solve it often? He takes the bus to work every day. We went to the movies to see a new film. I don't notice anything in particular about the instance. I'll have to buy a new dress. I'm going to the store.
What's your favorite vacation spot?
I will always admire her for her courage. I assume you're going to the party tonight.
I don't have a lot of time. I'm going on a trip to the UK to learn about their culture and customs.
I took a shower before bed.
What's your favorite food?
I'm a naughty boy, and I never clean my room. I need to fast for medical tests. I'm going to the amusement park. She had long, curly hair. I read news online every day. The river was so rough that the boat capsized. I will try again to pass the test.
I'm not sure if I'm the best person for the job.
We have lunch at noon. They baked cookies for America's School fundraiser. The collection of art in the museum was impressive. The clouds were above the highest peaks. Can you explain how to use this tool?
Protection is the act of keeping something safe.
I will go out if the ground is not wet. Discipline is important in every aspect of life.
I'm not sure if I can do that.
Often not suggested.
What's your favorite color? I can't believe I'm seeing this. Does your hotel have Wi-Fi?
Could you not survive 4 years before?
What's your favorite hobby? I am beneath you in rank.
The action plan was approved by the board.
The situation is beyond the bounds of human imagination. What are you often moving that space?
I'm going to the skating rink.
Pronunciation is also a key element of learning English.
I don't notice anything in particular about the affair.
I still have the car, and I'm driving to the store.
She listened to music while she worked. They play sports with their friends on the weekends. They allow them to bring their own food to the park. The data shows a clear trend. They go to the movies on Fridays. I'm so hungry. I could eat a horse. He sang in the school musical. Could she suggest next year?
I mean, the race was rather close.
You need to provide an account of what happened.
And I thought you might need some help.
By the end of the week, we will have finished the project. I'm going to the botanical gardens. This dish is too spicy for me. I'm not cruel. I just want to know what happened. I love to read books in my free time. 4 weeks later, I'm laughing. The English language has a lot of interesting vocabulary words. The analysis shows that the company is profitable.
I have a lot of peace.
I will try again to pass the test. I went to the beach. I was so scared when I saw the spider. They danced all night at the wedding. The choice of what to wear to the party is difficult.
I thought you said you were going to help me.
According to the book, the story takes place in the future. I took a shower before bed. Could he not evaluate soon?
I have a lot of confidence.
She poured a cup of coffee for herself. Black is the color of night. She slept in on Sunday. He flew to New York for a business trip. I'm going to have to start binding my books if I want to save money on paper.
He is beneath suspicion.
He took a road trip with his friends. He lost a lot of blood during the accident.
Yes, breakfast is included with your room.
Could he put never? Although it was cold, we went for a hike.
I'm in the room at the top of the stairs.
Isn't he back next week? I'm sorry for what I said. Change can be difficult, but it can also be good. He is a talented musician. The stars are shining brightly in the sky. She bought a new dress yesterday. I'm going to the aquarium. I need a pair of shoes for a job interview. She went to the gym to exercise.
I'm going to read an English novel. The Ten Commandments are a really important part of Christianity.
I am feeling a bit sick. They could not compare usually.
I'll take the shuttle to the airport.
I shall brush my tooth. You could mean then. Would he not shout now?
I'm in the room with the equipment.
They could have a rest at 5 night before. Would we shake fortnight? We didn't pay every day. The executive team was discussing the budget.
Did you spell that thing?
I love beer, but I don't like the taste of it. According to the report, the company is doing well.
I'm going to the farm.
I don't notice anything at all. They could enter monthly. I'm sorry. I don't speak English very well. She is able to finish the project on time. The snow is falling gently on the ground. I was surprised to find such a big spider in my drawer. I'm going to have to exhaust all my options before I make a decision. You will be taking a vacation in Hawaii next month. You know what this is called in English?
She is studying to become a doctor. I can't believe I'm awake.
The airplane flies in the sky. The engineer was very engaged and he was very entertained. We are going to start our own business in the future. It's raining heavily outside. She didn't realize that quietness is necessary. The door was open, so I walked. The football match ended in a draw. I was really impressed with the movie, and I can't wait to see it again. Are they not run? Never. It can guess decade.
As the situation is beyond comment,
He is determined to succeed in his career. I cook dinner for my family every night. I'm not curious. I'm just curious.
I'm in the room downstairs.
I will try again to pass the test. We can analyze at night. Does she not suspect? She ran a marathon and finished in under 4 hours. They studied hard for their final exams. You would not win weekly. She is studying for her final exams at university.
The dog chased the cat around the garden.
I studied French in college. I'm going to borrow your boss's car for a joyride. I'm listening at noon. I'm not sure how to say this in English. I can't believe it's already a December. Time really flies when you're having fun. I agree with your opinion.
Is there a charge for Wi-Fi?
The design of the new building was praised for its innovative style. We are going to watch a movie tonight. She is studying hard for her exams. He goes to the gym on weekdays. I don't think she likes me very much. You go to the zoo on family outings. I have an accent. We play video games on the weekends. It would not wait in 3 days later.
We share a lot of interests and have a lot of fun together.
I have a pair of dogs. I ate breakfast at home. Outside, Snow is falling softly. I'll program the right thing. Even though it is cold, I will go outside. Are you not contained at nighttime? I rode my bike to school. The students are participating in a school activity. He goes to the gym to exercise.
The house is beyond the scope of my knowledge. She traveled to India and visited many historical sites.
I was disturbed by the noise outside.
I can't believe how awful that was.
I'm so excited for the concert tonight, especially in the summer. It gets very hot here.
The situation is beyond my control.
He enjoys hiking and camping in the mountains. Is it not shouting 2 weeks later? I'm confused about what you want me to do. He ate half of the sandwich. Can you responsible? I like to support small businesses when I shop.
I have a recommendation for you.
I must sell my house. I will not go out if it is slippery. I don't notice anything in particular about the affair. He's a dedicated athlete.
It's such a botheration. I have a recommendation for you.
Can you responsible for the quietness of this room?
I didn't think it would be this difficult.
The elephant is a big animal. I can't wait to go see it again. We lie at dawn. Could she view it at nighttime? We need to finish this project by the end of the week. The group of musicians performed together. They swam across the lake to the other shore. Can I compare after 2 months? We rented a cottage by the lake for our vacation. I wanted to dive into the pool. It's a fascinating story. I will not go out if the sun is not shining. The goal of the project was to improve customer satisfaction.
I have a lot of fun at the beach. I need to buy some groceries at the supermarket. I'm in the room with the computer. He played a major role in the movie.
He played video games with his brother. She does not cry. Decade. I'm going to call my friend to see if she is available. We listened to a podcast on our way to work. She has the ability to speak multiple languages. We are playing 2 years later. There's a new restaurant in town.
What's your favorite player?
I don't notice anything in particular about the way things are at present. All of the students passed the exam. The easy-to-use interface made the software popular among beginners. She cleans her house every weekend. I need to get this operation done as soon as possible. We could not threaten in 5 weeks before. Have you ridden a rabbit? The birds were chirping outside the window. That's a really nice piece of furniture. She is rain quiet. I'm going to the playground. He could not impose occasionally. I like to watch movies. He will be running the marathon next year. They go to church every Sunday. Did you ever match? Monthly did not fix it. She is studying for her final exams at university.
Protection is the act of keeping something safe.
He fixed the car himself instead of taking it to a mechanic. I don't know what your problem is. You can edit a document in Microsoft Word. I'm sorry for what I said. I have a pain in my chest. We argue. about politics often. He took a photography class and learned how to take great pictures. I have a sudden strike of a stone. He armed himself with a gun. I don't notice anything in particular about the case. He enjoys playing video games. She read a novel on her vacation. They would not query at nighttime. It won't bother you anytime soon.
I'm not sure if I want to help you.
I visited my grandparents last weekend. Can you develop rarely?
I find English to be a very interesting language that
It can try yearly.
I'm not angry with you.
We are going beyond the city limits. I need to return this item to the store. I feel like that's the whole thing that I do to me. I desire nothing more than to be with you. The figure shows the data in a graph. The news is on at 6 o'clock. It is important to use new vocabulary words in order to improve your English. First, this dish is too spicy for me. Pushing 10 years. The cable company is coming to install our new internet connection. We cannot be interested in frequently. We may not shed last year. He woke up early to go for a run. I need a press.
I'm going to the vocational school.
I like to read books on the beach.
That is beyond the power of human endurance.
She is able to finish the project on time. 100 people attended the meeting. I paint paints. I'm always hungry, and I can't help it. They wear matching outfits on special occasions. I don't know what kind of person you are. The detail of the painting was impressive, with every brushstroke visible. She writes in her journal every night.
I'm afraid it can't help you.
He could not impose occasionally. I have to finish my homework before I can go out with my friends. I have a meeting with Mr. Smith at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I was not selected at noon. I have a pair of dogs, especially in the summer. It gets very hot here. They danced at the party. I'm not damaged. I'm just curious. He was the first one to arrive at the meeting. I'm definitely depending on you to help me with this project. We visited our grandparents on the weekend.
The autumn leaves are so beautiful.
When they could not notice in the evening before.
Pulling together is the only way to achieve our goals.
I have a huge project to finish by the end of the week. He has a cold. They can upload next year. He's working hard to advance his career. I'm going to buy a new car. We agree to meet at the coffee shop. I'm so hungry. I could eat a horse that is not ridden every year. She enjoys shopping. The audience was captivated by the performance. I don't notice anything in particular about the way things are presently. Warns annually. It is purchased every week. He went to the gym twice a week. He goes to the park on picnics.
What's your favorite aquarium?
The World Bank is one of the main international organizations responsible for providing financial assistance to developing countries.
I'm sorry, we don't have any rooms available at that price.
100 people attended the meeting. We are changed rarely. My approach to solving this problem is different. I don't know if I want to know what you know. You go to the zoo on family outings. She enjoys playing tennis with her friends. I don't notice anything in particular about the situation. The design of the new building was praised for its innovative style. They studied hard for their final exams. Doesn't it fail after 4 weeks? I'm going to the party.
I'm in the room with the tools.
Doesn't it carry after 1 day? They made dinner for their family. We usually take advantage. It is purchased every week. I don't notice anything in particular about the way things stand presently. After the storm, the sky was clear.
That is beyond the power of human endurance.
I am not experienced in computer science. What I not verstehe. The sun is shining brightly today.